Does fear of falling cause falls? Hi, my name is Doug. I've been a physical therapist for 30 years, and I specialize in helping people with balance problems learn to walk again. In this video, I'm going to address a question that I'm asked all the time. How does fear of falling cause falls? So many of the clients that I see are afraid of falling. They might have had one or two falls and they've had some injuries, or they might have never had a fall, but they're just afraid they're going to. The truth is, fear of falling is actually a main and leading cause of falls. That might seem contradictory, but it's true. Studies have shown that when someone is afraid of having a fall, even if they've never fallen, that they actually walk differently. Their walking is more stiff. Their muscles and joints don't move the same way as someone that's not afraid of falling. This means that they're less likely to adjust to changes, and they're much less likely to be able to resist a fall. Also, people that are afraid of falling tend to use the wrong strategy. In other words, when you walk over uneven ground, you're picking a strategy to do that. Maybe you walk with your feet a little wider apart, or you have a little more bend in your knee. But if you're afraid of falling, you might do the opposite. You might walk with your legs too stiff or with your feet too close together. All of that can actually lead to more falling. And studies have shown that one of the best ways to reduce your chance of falling is to reduce your fear of falling. So how do you do this? Well, studies have shown that the best way to prevent falls and the best way to reduce someone's fear of falling is by doing balance challenging activities. Balance challenging activities are things that challenge our balance. They can be something like doing yoga or tai chi or even dancing. For a lot of people, it can be something as simple as practicing standing on one leg or practicing walking backwards. Anything that makes you feel challenged is a balance challenge. I think one of the biggest things that people make a mistake with is they want to do stuff that they feel comfortable doing. So they're going to grab onto their walker or countertop and do exercises. But that, unfortunately, will build strength, but it won't improve balance. I think one of the biggest things I've learned from all the research I've done is that while you can improve strength from doing strengthening exercises, that doesn't make you more likely to resist falls. I know a lot of people might disagree with that or feel almost that that's an offensive statement, but study after study and my own experience has proven this true. You can make someone incredibly strong. You can take an 85-year-old who's falling a lot and make their strength double, but they're still falling. The reason is because falls are not a result only of weakness. They're really a result of bad balance programming. They're a result of someone not having the familiarity of how to negotiate over uneven ground or to do things in a way that they did 30 years ago. Study after study has shown that falling does not relate to leg strength. And I know that might surprise a lot of people. But what the studies have shown is that when you increase strength, even if you double strength in a person that's falling a lot, there's not a significant decrease in falls. But if you take that same person and you do things that challenge their balance, have them practice standing on one leg, have them practice walking backwards, have them practice walking on uneven surfaces, that their risk of falling goes down significantly and the number of falls they have is greatly reduced. So what we know is that doing balance challenging activities in someone that is falling, that someone that is having a problem with their balance, is actually much more effective than doing strengthening exercises. Weight shifts. To do weight shifts, you'll need something sturdy to hold on to. You can use a countertop or the back of a chair, anything that's sturdy. To do this correctly, you want to grab with both hands on something sturdy and then put all your weight on one leg while you lift the other foot off the ground. Then you're going to shift your weight over to the other leg. You want to repeat this going right to left. Now, the main thing that people have trouble with this is they don't shift fully onto both sides. You want to have both of your hips over your leg on the right and both sides of your hip over your left leg on the left. And that means shifting fully in each direction. Most people, what they'll do is not shift much at all. The reason people shuffle is they're not shifting their weight. And that's why this exercise is so helpful. The goal of this is to do this for 20 repetitions, just one set of 20. This isn't really an exercise as much as it is a balance training thing. So you only want to try to work up to doing 20 repetitions to the right and 20 to the left. Many people have trouble with this and they can only do 3 or 4 repetitions before they find it difficult. That's fine. You have to start somewhere. I would tell you to practice this over the course of weeks, if not months, to get better at it. Single leg standing. To do single leg standing, you need something sturdy in front of you. You can use a countertop or the back of a chair, anything that's sturdy. You want to lift one leg up and shift all your weight over to the one leg you're going to stand on, and then try to let go. Your goal with this exercise is to let go for 20 seconds before you have to grab the counter and then shift to the other leg and do the same thing for 20 seconds. We want you to be able to do this 3 times on each leg for 20 seconds. But most of the clients that I see and most of the people I work with, this can take months to get to this goal. In the beginning, it's fine if you have to hold the countertop with one finger or even one hand just to get used to this exercise. The key to this exercise, the thing that most people struggle with, is they're not shifting their weight enough. When you stand on one leg, you have to shift all of your weight over onto that side to allow you to stand on one leg without holding on. So if you find that you're having to grab the countertop, you're probably not shifting all your weight over. That's the key to this exercise. I find that people take doing this every single day, sometimes twice a day, for 4 to 6 weeks before they really see an improvement and can balance on one leg. Tapping an object in front of you. To do this activity, you'll need 2 things. You want something sturdy to hold on to in case you lose your balance, like a countertop or the back of a chair, and a target. You can use a step or a piece of cloth on the ground, anything that you can see. What you want to do is lift one leg up and bring your foot forward and tap the object in front of you. Then bring that foot back to where it started from and the other leg tap. You want to tap with the right and the left, shifting back and forth. Now your goal is to do this for 10 reps on each leg without holding on. So one set where you're doing 10 reps on the right and 10 reps on the left, alternating each repetition. Oftentimes, it can take weeks, if not months, to be able to do this safely without holding on. In the beginning, it's fine if you hold the countertop, just to kind of get the understanding of the movement. As you get better, you can just hold on with one finger, but ultimately what you want to do is to do 10 reps on each leg without holding on. The best way to use the exercises in the video you just saw is to master each exercise before moving on. These exercises weren't meant to be a complete program that you do each exercise in order every single day. The idea is to do the first exercise, and if it's easy, only then move on to the next exercise. Once you get to an exercise that's difficult, you want to keep practicing that exercise every day until you master it. That could take days or even weeks. But once you master it, that's when you want to move on to the next exercise. I hope you found this video helpful. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. If you would like more help with your balance, look in the description for a link to a course I created that can help anyone improve their balance at home.